You call yourself the queen of the West Coast. Where exactly?
Everyone calls me that.
Trapanese chick, aka Chanda Tresvant.
That's correct. I'm in Los Angeles, California, the Valley, to be exact. That's
Yeah.
where I'm from, born and raised.
Okay, so how was it being raised?
It's
Yeah.
how was it being raised in the Valley? Very calm. You know, you always hear the stereotypical that Valley girls were kind of dingy, rich,
Yeah.
airheaded, but that's not true at all. And like it was very like diverse culture out here.
Okay.
You get your blacks, Hispanics, but very few blacks in the cut. And if you did, it was like very industry type
All right.
black people that did music, acting, or like celebrity kids.
Yeah. Because everyone moved
Mhm.
out there because that's where everything's supposed to be moving and shaking, right?
No, actually, in California, a lot of things are in like the city, like
Yeah.
downtown
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I notice your last name. Do you have any relation to Ralph Tresvant of New Edition?
Ralph is my cousin.
Ralph's your cousin.
Yes.
Okay. Being in the industry, do you have any positives or negatives having the last name of a legendary artist?
You know what? I don't really look at it as it's not negative at all.
Okay.
It's not. The
Yeah.
only thing people expect our music to probably sound the same,
Yeah.
but those that was a different era from what it is now.
Yeah.
And you know, I had a different upbringing.
Okay.
So, but no, actually, I like it.
You
You
like?
know, it runs in the family. I
Yeah.
don't really have nothing bad to say about being related to someone that
Okay.
already in the industry. I feel like I learned a lot, if anything. I feel like it's good because it makes the story more interesting.
Yeah.
But I never experienced you gotta mind you, I'm not his child.
Yeah.
So I don't feel pressure to live up to anything. I'm just doing me. I'm in my
Yeah.
own lane.
Okay.
Hmm.
So how did you get started in the industry?
How did I get started?
Yeah.
Pretty much I grew up doing music with my sisters.
Okay.
We were all singing together and we're like listening to music. Like we'll watch Disney Channel a lot or like listen to songs on the radio and
Oh,
re-sing them.
yeah.
But like my father was in the music industry doing radio promotion.
Yeah.
And my mom used to do music back in the day. But it just happened naturally.
All right.
And I was in school, I was in talent shows in middle school. I was went to performing arts school. Me and
Yeah.
my twin sister, a lot of people don't know I'm a twin. I'm a fraternal twin. So
Well,
we would do like plays in school, singing, musicals. So
yeah.
we grew up just practicing it. But then I started taking it seriously after high school.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. And so like in high school, every Saturday I would go to acting classes. My mom would take me to Betty Bridges acting classes, who
yeah.
was Todd Bridges' mother.
Oh, I
So
thought,
pretty much my parents already knew little people in the industry. They
okay.
knew people in the industry. They knew a lot of people. So it was just like, you know, they were trying to help out here and there. But
Yeah.
you know how it is. Like
Yeah.
some people wouldn't record me because they'll be like, oh, I don't, you know, I don't hear nothing. I don't have nothing. She don't have nothing recorded. And
Yeah.
then when I was working at this job after high school and I was telling this girl I wanted to be a singer and do music, rap and do music, she was like,
Yeah.
I will introduce you. My she was like, my roommate is a producer. He's really dope. And I was like, okay. I was like, let me check it out. We
Yeah.
exchanged Instagrams and the rest was history. He was my producer, recorded a couple songs. Everyone liked it, and it opened up doors for other people to want to record me after them hearing me. Before I started recording music, I got contacted through Instagram. This was like back in 2016, 2015, I believe.
Okay.
It was like 2015 to do a music video for the rapper Father, who's based out of Atlanta. He was really hot at the time.
Yeah.
So they reached out to me through my email on Instagram. I thought it was a joke because I had never did
Yeah.
videos before. And he was really popping at the time. So it was in downtown LA. They said to wear all pink, and I showed up, and the video was
Yeah.
on MTV like a month later. And
Okay.
so I just was doing music videos actually at first before I started recording music. But I wanted to record music. I just didn't have the resources. And
Yeah.
people was playing games.
So what kind of music videos, whose music videos you were a part of?
I was in Father's video.
Yeah.
I was in Soldier Voice artist video. I was in Two Shorts artist video. I was in Neo's video, it never came out. I was also in YG's Twist My Fingers video, but that never came out. I did quite a few that never came out, and I was just like, okay. But I was meeting people on those sets. So I was thinking, this is where God wants me to be. But he probably just don't want me to do videos. I was in Nipsey's video. I
Yeah.
have a short clip of it on my social media on Facebook. And
Okay.
I was in I was in G Perico's video. It's called Number One. That's out right now. You can look that up. G Perico Number One.
Okay.
Um, yeah. He was signed to Rock Nation. But I was saying that I was also in I also was in Ty Robinson's video.
Yeah.
It's called Thinking About You. I was the main girl in that, the only girl in that. That's out right now. It's actually on my Instagram.
Okay. People could
Mhm.
check that out.
Yeah, you could look that up on YouTube.
Yeah. So when you're in the studio, what's your goal for your listeners that you want your listeners to take away from your music?
To really listen to my story, that everything's
Yeah.
not perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I also know you worked with some producers like Molly Mall.
Yeah, I worked with Molly Mall.
Yeah.
His song is on my EP, Not Just a Pretty Face.
Oh,
Count to a Million.
yeah.
That was his beat.
So
No.
when's the last time you had a performance and how was that in
My
rap?
last performance was at the Belasco Theater in downtown.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
was yeah. It was lit.
Yeah.
I performed. Someone brought me out though. King, this guy named King that I have a song with. He brought me out to perform my part of the song. It was fun.
Okay.
hmm
So tell us some of the songs you've released.
Recently.
Yeah.
So recently, Pop That came out like 3 months ago, which
Oh,
is the cover art on the screen, and the video came out
yeah.
like 3 months ago. Um, and before that, I had the song called Clap for Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the videos out. Y'all could go check that out.
I heard they mad cause I'm calling myself the queen of the West Coast. Haha, bitch, what's the joke? I guess I'ma get the last time and say it's funny. I made just fucking peppy. Hey, love, I'm your new stepmommy, bitch.
But my most known songs, I would have to say, would be Don't Look at Me, which
No.
came out in 2020.
Turn this bitch up. Don't look at me. That bitch said she don't like me, bitch, don't look at me. I heard I was the queen in her fucking town. If you don't like me, bitch, hold your fucking...
Yeah.
And a lot of people also know my song What He Looking For, featuring One Take Quan.
All right. So
Right.
what would be your dream collaboration if you have a couple?
I have a couple.
Yeah.
Um, Lil Wayne.
Okay. You think you guys would mesh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cause it's like, oh yeah. Me and Lil Wayne. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I would like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I would like Kanye West. Tony Braxton, Lauryn Hill,
No, yeah, those some legends.
and Rihanna.
I think Rihanna said the other day kind of that she retired.
She did say that, didn't she?
Yeah, she
I'm
said,
gonna bring her out of retirement for my
yeah.
song.
That would be nice.
That would be nice, but oh my goodness.
Yeah, she was in Barbados at some club and then she made the announcement saying the music got her here, but God has other plans for her. And everyone took that
She
like,
did say that.
yeah, everyone took it as a sign that she's retired, although she didn't officially say that. But
Well, if it's not official, then who knows? She probably gonna explain it later, but I
yeah,
would like to still work with her.
okay. Who do you consider to be the top five artists out of the West Coast? It could be all time or it could be current.
You said the top 5 artists coming
Yeah,
out the West Coast?
yeah. It's,
Okay. It could be past tense, could it? Dead or
yeah,
alive?
yeah,
Okay.
definitely. It could be dead or alive.
So, so
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar for sure. Um, shoot, I like Eazy-E.
Yeah,
Rest in peace, Eazy-E for sure. Snoop,
yeah, he'll be a
Snoop Dogg for sure.
yeah.
Um, two more left. I get one of those slots,
Okay.
and then I got one more. So we got Kendrick, Eazy-E,
Yeah,
Snoop, Trapanese,
yeah.
because I gotta add a female in there.
Of course. Diversify it.
And the last one, who is that last one? I'm gonna put Nipsey Hussle in there.
Nipsey. Okay.
Nipsey. We're
Yeah,
gonna put Nipsey in there. So that was 5
those
for
five.
sure.
Which one do you prefer, live performances or in the studio
Live performance.
live
Those are
performance?
so different.
Yeah,
You said in studio. Do I prefer in studio or live
yeah,
performance?
yeah,
Like being on stage or recording a song?
yeah. Or recording a song,
I like performing it on
performing.
stage. Yeah, better
Yeah,
for sure.
okay. So, what other projects that you think you'll be having soon or for people to look out for?
Other projects, more music,
Yeah,
more modeling content.
they do modeling as well.
I runway model.
You runway model.
I'm a runway model.
Oh,
So for sure that's in the future.
yeah. How is that different from doing live performances? Because you do both things on stage. Is it the same?
No,
No.
hell no, it's not the
Yeah,
same. So runway modeling is like, I feel like runway modeling is more pressure because you got to please the designer, and every designer wants you to walk a certain way.
yeah,
And sometimes you think like, and it'd be so many cameras, and sometimes you'd be thinking like, I'm not gonna fall, or like, make sure I don't fall, make sure you pose right. Because in modeling, it's a certain way you have to pose.
yeah,
It's a certain way you have to walk. It's a certain way you have to. It's different. It's more rules to it. Everybody's not a model. Like you have to really take classes for it and really know your angles and how to smile at each camera to make sure you look professional.
yeah,
So when you perform on stage as an artist, you could just be yourself. They're not going to criticize you for being, I mean, you could get criticized either way, but I'm saying as an artist, you could pretty much do whatever you want on stage.
yeah,
But when you model somebody's clothes, they want you to be a certain way when you walk and you take your pictures, and you got to make sure whether you like the outfit or not, you still got to act like you like the outfit. So it's more rules to it for
yeah.
sure.
So does that translate into when you're making your music videos, that kind of experience about fashion and putting things over to the audience? Does that,
The only thing that translate when it comes to my modeling and music and my music videos is that I feel like my fashion sense for my music videos got to be over the top like it does on the runway. But
yeah,
far as modeling and music, it's not the same. Like my music videos, oh, probably I interpreted the voguing. Like when I was voguing in my recent video, Pop That,
love that.
when I was voguing,
Yeah,
that gave more like a model type of what I do. But do I think of modeling when it comes to my music videos when I'm making one? No.
no,
I only think of like the over the top outfits. That's the only thing.
yeah, okay.
That's it.
So how did you come up with the name Trapanese chick?
So it's actually Trapanese. The chick is just Instagram
Oh, okay,
because I
Trapanese.
had another Instagram and someone took the name Trapanese. Mind you, I was the first person Trapanese. Like that
Yeah,
was my name, like originally my name. Even on Instagram, you can't use somebody else's username. My name was
yeah,
Trapanese. It was Chanda Tresvant, and then I switched it to Trapanese. Then I switched it back to then I deactivated my Instagram and someone took that name and
yeah.
stole my name and made a fake account. So I had to come
Oh,
back as Trapanese chick. Because
okay.
I'm not gonna get rid of my name for nobody. That was my name.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just added the chick at the end
Okay.
and added the K because I just feel like, yeah, I wasn't gonna get rid of my name because somebody else stole it from me.
Yeah,
That's my name. I always was called that. So, but I got the name. Um, this girl called me that,
yeah.
and it was really cute. This is when I was younger,
And it just,
when I was a teenager, and it just stuck.
yeah.
Like it stuck. A lot of people don't know how to say the name Chanda.
Yeah.
No, that's my real name, Chanda, and a lot of people have a hard time. They say Chandra, like, or they spell
Yeah,
it with SH. And so people know how to say Trapanese better. And so they just started calling me that. And so I'm like, okay, that's,
yeah. It
yeah,
was.
it worked.
So, is there anything else you want the audience to know about yourself?
Something I want everyone to know, that I'm nicer than what you think.
Yeah,
Because a lot of people be like, oh, she looks stuck up. She's mean. I could get there sometimes, but I'm not a mean person, no.
yeah, okay,
And put God first. That's pretty much what I want them to know.
yeah. So, where could people get your music from?
Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud, all the streaming services.
Oh,
Anything you listen to music on, my music is on there.
yeah,
It's under both my names, Trapanese and Chanda Tresvant.
okay. So, any lasting words you want to tell the viewers, words of encouragement or shout outs?
Okay, so I'm gonna give a shout out to my grandmother,
Yeah,
my mother's mother, my mom, my sister, my twin sister, my older sister, and my younger brother,
okay. You have a
and
twin
my Uncle
sister.
Ray for helping me.
Yeah, I gotta shout out the family.
Also, anybody that helped me on my journey,
Yeah,
thank you. That's what I want to say. And don't give up. Anyone that wants to do music, just don't give up. And pray, pray, pray. If it's in your gut to do it, just do what
yeah.
you want to do. Follow your dreams.